My name is Dwight Andrews, and welcome to Ole Talk with Fatima Old Boys Association. I had some interesting times in Fatima. I really enjoyed my time there. I particularly remember the friendships, I remember the teachers, I remember the lessons, and being an avid sportsman, I remembered a lot of the sports. But the thing that stands out to me most in Fatima, the funny story that stands out most to me in Fatima, I remember in Form 2, we were playing football on Fatima College's grounds. And this gentleman and I got into a fight. So we were fighting pretty badly on the field. But as was always the case, Clive Panton had this ability where he would stand up in the window opposite the school and stare over onto the field. Somewhere in the middle of the fight, I remember us probably both feeling his eyes on us. And we looked up, and there he was gesticulating, saying, come here. So we decided to walk over to the school, knowing that we would be properly caned, as was the common situation in those days. The guy I was fighting with came up with a plan. His plan was, let's tell Clive Panton that we made up and everything is all right and there's no longer a problem. So I said, yeah, that sounds like a plan. So we got over to the school and we got into Clive's office, and I immediately said, so we resolved everything. We are right now, we're not fighting anymore, everything worked out. So Clive Panton watched at both of us and said, so you're telling me there's no problem? He said, no sir, no problem whatsoever. He said, so you all are now very good friends? We said, yes, excellent friends. He said, okay. He said, go back downstairs. He said, but anytime I'm in this school and I don't see the two of you all together, I'm going to give you all the licks that you got away from today. I tell that story because it's a funny story. The person I was fighting with was Dexter John. Many of you may know him as Chucky. The irony, Chucky and I, in order to avoid that licks, to this day, at 55 years old, Chucky is my best friend. So we didn't get the licks, but Clive found a way to create a friendship that lasted forever. And that to me is what Fatima represents. Fatima is about brotherhood. It's about sticking together. And that's what I most remember about our school. Many of you are luckier today than we were in our time. You have resources in the schools that we did not have. You have a new wing. You have mezzanine floor in the hall. You have an e-library. You have smart boards. You have a gym on the field. You have a lot of things that we did not have. Don't take it for granted. Those things were acquired due to a lot of hard work, sweat, a lot of planning, and definitely some sort of strategic direction, which was of course guided by our principal, Father Gregory Augustine. Today, the things you take for granted are things that would have been unimaginable in our time. Understand though that we have not reached the end of the journey. This is just part of the process. And this is why we have to continue to support FatimaCollege.com. We urge you to go online, we urge you to contribute, because we need your support in keeping the school going. Support FatimaCollege.com. I remember that Fatima has made me into who I am today. I attended Fatima College and I left after Form 5 to pursue a track and field scholarship abroad. That was something that never ran through my mind when I entered Fatima College. But I met a dedicated teacher in Mr. Christian Harrigan, who for whatever reason saw abilities in me and decided to push me. I eventually joined Hampton Athletic Club and I got a scholarship to the United States. where I pursued my degree in criminal justice. To this day, that is the basis on which my entire business is built. It's the basis on which I earn. It's the basis on which I provide for my family. Fatima College is unique in that regard. There's something about both the teaching staff as well as the administration. They find something in you that you didn't even know you had. They develop it. And that is why it is our responsibility to pass it on, to pay it forward. And we can pay it forward both by mentoring someone else. And if we don't have the time to do that, then we ask you even more so, please do so financially by contributing to supportfatimacollege.com. Thanks for having me. Reminisces.